Mika said, what was what?
Okay, all right. Okay, Mieke, did I send you a link? I just went live. I'm sorry, people. Technical issues.
Major technical issues.
It was very interesting.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah,
Really.
My dog's ears were going back like, oh my God, the aliens are coming.
I felt bad for your dogs and all the dogs in my neighborhood. And I don't even know where Lily is. She's hiding somewhere. It was bad.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
I know. We've been very lucky. Mieke, did you have a link? I don't know whether I sent you one or not. Mieke.
Good morning, Nutty and Mary Lou and Gail.
Hi. So much for breakfast this morning, huh? I got up early and
what breakfast?
Well,
Mieke, no link.
Does Mieke? No, she doesn't have a link.
No.
Okay, Mieke, I'm going to invite you right now. Oh boy, Messenger. Oh, that's a tree. That's cool. Mieke Wilhelm, artist. Send. Okay.
Hi, Nettie.
Hi. Okay, I sent Mieke a link. And I know we're starting late, but I really would like to at least read one thing. It's a short one. It would seem odd.
Fine.
Okay.
You do your reading.
And I think I may have read this one before. I've started marking the ones I've read, and we've read a whole lot of them. Almost ready to go to the other book. Oh, there's Mieke. Okay. Here you go. Sorry, Mieke.
Hi.
Hi, good morning. We've had technical issues.
We'll forgive you this time.
Okay, thank you.
Crap
I need forgiveness more and more frequently than ever before. You know, Father, I have sinned, or something like that. Or
okay.
Mother, I have sinned. Or more, I should probably say, Carol, I have sinned.
Hi, Mieke.
Why are you guys getting out black papers?
Because that's what we're gonna collage onto.
You know,
I'm just copying Carol.
That's okay.
I'll be quiet so Anne can read.
Yep, me too.
Here is the first line. Here is the first line. The teacher is quiet. He is thinking. I can't believe I'm doing this. He pulls on rubber gloves, reaches into a white plastic bag, and pulls out a human brain. A real human brain. The students are quiet. They are thinking. I can't believe he's really doing this. The students are thinking, if he hands it to me, I will die, just die. Sure enough, he hands it to them. They do not die. When the brain comes back to him, the teacher tosses it across the room to the rubber-gloved quarterback of the football team, and he tosses it to his rubber-gloved tight end. Laughter as the tight end drops the brain on the table. The brain bounces. To explain, in this beginning drawing class, I had been lecturing about the impact of brain research on the process of art using pictures and diagrams and anatomy charts. We had tossed around a cantaloupe to get the feel of the size of a brain, but somehow brains remained a bit abstract. The students had that glazed expression on their faces that meant this is getting boring. In that moment of educational ennui, a freshman girl says, I can bring a human brain to school if you want. My father has lots of them. Talk about a full-scale class alert. She's going to do what? Well, it turns out her daddy is a bona fide research neurosurgeon at the medical school and has jars and jars of brains in his lab, and he would be pleased to have us see the real thing. So sure, I can handle this. Bring a brain to school, I shouted at the departing class, all of you. Sure enough, a week later, the freshman girl, queen forever of show and tell, shows up with the brain in a bag. Mr. Fulgham, what do you think? If ever there was an appropriate use of the word nonplussed, it was now. This is what the students call an oh wow moment of monumental proportion. I have one of those things between my ears, I said. It is made up entirely of raw meat at the moment. It is fueled by yesterday's bologna sandwich, potato chips, and chocolate milk. And everything I am doing at the moment, everything I have ever done or will do passes through this lump. I made it, I own it, and is the most mysterious thing on earth. This brain in my hand wasn't raw, mind you. It had been preserved in formaldehyde, and no, it was not, in fact, icky or gross. Light beige in color, slightly damp, soft and rubbery like clay, and just about the size of that cantaloupe we had passed around, only this one weighed almost 3 pounds. Now I can kind of understand the mechanical work of the brain, stimulating, breathing, moving blood, directing protein traffic. It's all chemistry and electricity, a motor. I know about motors, but this 3-pound raw meat motor also contains all the limericks I know, a recipe for how to cook a turkey, the remembered smell of my junior high locker room, all my sorrows, the ability to double clutch a pickup truck, the face of my wife when she was young, formulas like E equals MC squared, and A plus H squared plus B squared equals C square. The prologue to Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, the sound of the first cry of my firstborn son, the cure for hiccups, the words to the fight song of St. Olave's College, 50 years worth of dreams, how to tie my shoes, the taste of cod liver oil, an image of Van Gogh's sunflowers, and a working understanding of the Dewey Decimal System. It's all there in the meat. 1 cubic centimeter of brain contains 10 billion bits of information, and it processes 5,000 bits a second. And somehow it evolved over a zillion years from a molten ball of rock, Earth, which will itself fall into the sun someday and be no more. Why? How? That's not what I think. Ooh, wow, choruses the students. The teacher is in the groove. Got 'em. Once again, the brain is passed around from hand to hand slowly and solemnly. Once again, it is very quiet. The mystery of mysteries is present, and it includes us. The single most powerful statement to come out of brain research in the last 25 years is this: we are as different from one another on the inside of our heads as we appear to be different from one another on the outside of our heads. Look around and see the infinite variety of human heads, skin, hair, age, ethnic characteristics, size, color, shape, and know that on the inside, such differences are even greater. What we know, how we learn, how we process information, what we remember and forget, our strategies for functioning and coping. And to that, the understanding that the world out there is as much a projection from inside our heads as it is a perception. And pretty soon you are up against the realization that it is a miracle that we can communicate at all. It is almost unbelievable that we are dealing with the same reality. We operate on a kind of loose consensus about existence at best. From a practical point of view, day by day, this kind of information makes me a little more patient with people I live with. I am less inclined to protest. Why don't you see it the way I do? And more inclined to say, you see it that way. Holy cow, how amazing. This set me to thinking about Einstein's brain, which is somewhere in Missouri in a lab in a jar now. It was removed and studied to see if it was special in some way. No, it wasn't. It wasn't his equipment, but what he did with it that cracked the window on the mystery of mysteries. When the Big Al was in residence at the Institute of Advanced Studies at Princeton, a guest asked to be shown Einstein's laboratory. The great man smiled, held up his fountain pen, and pointed at his head. Ooh, wow. The end. The brain. It's a marvelous thing. And they've done, I mean, this book is old. They've done even a whole lot more stuff about neuroplasticity, that the brain is, elastic, and it, stretches and changes, and you're never too old to learn. So good morning, folks. I'm sorry I'm late, but we're here.
Buddy.
So
Janet, Barbara, Andrea, Dixie, Colleen's here. She wanted to know what you were reading.
Colleen, are you ready to be confused again?
Colleen wants to know what you were reading.
Oh,
What book?
okay. Could they hear me? Was I muted?
No, I hear you.
Okay, all right.
I wanted to know what book you were reading out of.
They didn't know?
No, Colleen didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Caroline. It's a book by a guy by the name of Robert Fulghum. We've been reading him every Sunday morning, and the name of the book makes no sense.
And you need to move your camera to over your desk.
Well, okay, I'm not doing anything yet, but I will move it over. Okay, here it comes. Well, actually, this is, yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. It's been a rough morning, folks. Things were not, technology was not functioning, or my brain wasn't functioning, or both, I guess. And my iPad wasn't functioning. I don't know what's going on, but we're here, and thank you for being here. And this is kind of the grand finale. And
The storybook you were reading out of.
oh, okay.
That's what Colleen wants to know.
Oh, she wants to know. Oh, it's called It Was on Fire When I Lay Down on It by Robert.
Okay,
By
sorry.
Robert Fulghum. And it's an older book, and the book that made him like famous, I guess, is called All I Ever Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten, which I'm going to start reading soon, because we've almost read this whole book. Everyone's listening to me every Sunday read a chapter out of this book. So he's an interesting guy. I don't see Colleen's chat. That's interesting.
Yeah, she is up further while you were busy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now I don't need that. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. You got it. So I have a book called The Trickster's Hat, A Mischievous Apprenticeship in Creativity by Nick Bantock. And many of you know Nick Bantock. He's an incredible artist, and he's the author of the Griffin and Sabine series of books. And he's just, a lot of fun. And I bought this book, and it's about doing art. And Carol and I have done some of this art together. I've done a lot of it, and we did one a couple of months ago. And I thought we would finish with this, because this is another person that has truly inspired me. And so this is it's a directed collage. That's what he's calling it. We probably would call it a prompt game, but it's really more of a directed collage. And I listed the equipment materials if you wanted to participate. And these are like lessons. They have a board. They have a board game. That kind of inspired me for my travel game a little bit. And then the one that we are doing, like you can see, is my book is falling apart, and it's in really bad shape. One of the very first exercises in this book was to stamp collage. Actually cut up several stamps into little tiny pieces and make a collage. Okay, I'm going to read to you this and then we can get started. All right. In my experience, this next exercise can have a polarizing effect and my guess is you'll find it to be liberating or constricting. Either way, it will offer you a useful method of getting your collage started. Decision making in art, as anywhere else, can be exhausting. And so being directed step by step can take away some of the pressure. However, if you hate being told what to do, this list is likely to make you want to regress into a state of I won't. That's fine. Take note that that's just your knee-jerk reaction, and then do it anyway. I'm going to give you a bunch of simple instructions. Follow each one in order, and don't think too hard about what you are doing. In fact, try not to think at all. Just do it. Take no time more than a couple of minutes for each task. Working fast is key. Sometimes the instructions will be open-ended and you'll have choices, but don't let that distract you. First thoughts are best. For example, if I say, add a blue triangle, you could paint it, draw it, or cut it out of paper and adhere it. There's no wrong solution. Whatever medium you choose is okay at this early stage. Composition doesn't come into it. If you can do this exercise with a friend, and I am doing it with my friends out there and here, all the better. They can be in the same room with you. Well, unfortunately, we're not. Or you can even even pair up with a friend in a different location, which we are. You'll see why I suggest this when we get to the second and third parts of the collage. All right, so yeah, I put down on the supply list, you need paper, acrylic paints or any kind of paintbrush, whitish poster board. Now I'm going to put it in our little journal books, because we made these journal books, colored pencils or crayons, chalk pastels, varied old magazines, scissors, tissue paper, matte medium, and some kind of glue, and a brush, and about 2 hours minimum. So we're good there. Anywhere between 12 by 10 or 16 by 6. I can't speak. 16 by 13. And my journal is a little bit smaller than that, but that's okay. I will do, I will make it work. So with that said, whoops, you got to be kidding me. Oh, I almost lost my journal. How awful would that be? Okay. Hi, Kathy Cowell. Hi, Janet Moms. Supplies needed. Thank you for putting that list up. Thank you so much, Janet. All right, so I'm getting pretty chunky here. If we have time, I'll go back and show you my. So I'm going to take a double page spread. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue playing in this book for various things. And, all right. So I'm going to use this. This is going to be my work area here. So I guess that's close enough. That might even be in that size range. Can you see yeah, okay. All righty. And I can see Carol and Becky have put down black paper, which is a good idea too, because then now they've created an instant background, and it'll definitely make for a very different picture. I don't know. Should I do it in the middle? Nah, I'm going to do it here. Okay. Number 1, select any tube of paint using a thin mixed solution of that color, and quickly cover half your board with a longish paint, with a large paintbrush. All right, so any tube of paint, your color, your preference. I'm going to use blue because I love blue. Blue is my favorite color in any shape or form. And I'm going to squirt it down on a plastic thingy. One of these. Like so. And I'm going to get, oh, sorry, excuse me. Get some water.
I would pick a tube that's like almost empty.
There you go. Cut the bottom off of it or whatever. Yeah. But so here you have a choice. You can pick any color. And again, you're only going to cover half of your board. Okay. So this is real easy. And this paper that Carol and I made out of, we used, it's been holding up some water pretty good.
It doesn't say which half it has to be.
No, I did half and half.
Yeah, this says half your board. So a quick.
Cardstock doesn't like getting wet, but that's okay. We'll make it
Yeah,
work.
I know.
Let's see. I have.
I used my Speedball Gold
Mhm.
for half of my paper, and I left the center half.
All right. So I'm done, but I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to.
Oh, I'm done. Done.
All righty. I'm done too.
I like how Mieke did it. She did it corner to corner.
Yep, that's kind of what I did.
There you go. See, that's the artist. That's the see how the brain's working differently. I love it. Okay. So if everybody's ready, then we can
Yep.
all right. So number 2. And yes, I didn't get you. This is what he says in parentheses. Keep in mind there are many different ways of covering half. Bingo. You guys did it. Okay. Take a colored pencil or crayon and scribble rapidly on the remaining white half of board. Crayon, colored pencil,
Any color?
any color. I like. He doesn't say, I'm going to use a woody. And I'm going to use orange, I think. I want yellow, though. Where's the yellow?
Hi, Kathy and Teresa.
Good morning.
Hi, Rebecca.
Good morning, people who just came in.
Oh, Teresa's going to go sit in the balcony. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do some
I
orange.
did it, but you can't see it.
I used a red too.
This doesn't show too much.
That's all right.
That's all right. Okay. So I just scribbled my orange woody. And I think I'm going to move this wet paint to the side before I end up with my elbow in it. So when you ladies are ready, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't
Okay.
have to be perfect, Mieke.
Oh, you just have to scribble. It's a scribble.
Ah, okay. I was trying to fill it all up.
No, just scribble.
It's a scribble rapidly. A rapidly scribble.
Right. Okay, done.
You're good? Next is to add a red triangle.
Oh boy.
Now, you can draw it. You can cut it out of a piece of, magazine or whatever.
I am so lucky.
I made a triangle out of my paper with red on it.
There you go. I have a magazine that has red in the background of an ad. So I think I'm going to cut out a triangle out of that. Nice red, too. Look at this red. Ooh.
Oh, that's a deep red. Mine's not a total red, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna just
Red's got red in it, but not total red.
I'm gonna cut out a red triangle. You can color a red triangle right on your board.
And just randomly stick it?
Well, let me just make sure. It just says add a red triangle. So placement is your choice. Now the thinking, where do I want this red triangle?
No thinking. Just pop it down.
Yeah, you're right. You're well, Becky, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely correct. That's what he's saying.
Don't go with rogue today, Ann. Don't go with rogue.
Don't fight it. Just do it.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm not fighting it. I'm not fighting it. I'm going to stick it right here. There. I did it on the crayon side because the paint side is still a little wet. So there's my red triangle.
Mine may contain cat hair.
There you go.
You got cat hair, I got husky fluff.
Yeah.
That red just pops, doesn't it?
It certainly does. At this point, it's like, woo, that's red. Woo. Okay. Now, add a number, hand-drawn or torn from a magazine or newspaper. Add a number. I'm going to take a number out of
That will be hand drawn.
a drawer number. Usually in the index of a magazine, the numbers are a little bigger.
Oh, it still works. Yay.
Let's see what Bon Appetit has for numbers. It must be. Oh, look, there's 10. I like that. Let me see if I get a bigger number. I don't think it has to. It doesn't say. Just any number.
It's a good thing that magazine came in the mail yesterday.
Oh, that's great. You got a magazine? How exciting.
Yeah.
Is it one of your local?
I have no idea. It just showed up with all the advertisements.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm cutting out the number 10 out of a ad for Capital One, where you can earn 10 times the miles. So I'm cutting the X off. So I have a number 10, and he just says, add a number. Doesn't tell you where. So I'm going to add it like
I put 1698.
Ooh. That was a good year. The heck happened? What was going on in 1698? I'm going to stick it right there. I'm on half on the triangle and half off there. All right, now he says add a bigger number, this time making it touch up against the edge of your board. Now, when he says bigger number, I don't know whether he means bigger in size or bigger in value. He's leaving that,
Use your discretion, right?
I guess, kind of vague. And your magazines aren't really big on numbers.
Well, this one's a sales magazine, so I'm bonus.
You must have lots of numbers. Prices, right? Numbers for ads for.
Yeah, for furniture.
That's right. You have Labor Day up your way?
Yep.
Because I know down here, a Labor Day is traditionally a furniture sales thingy.
My number is bigger in both ways. In value and size.
Yeah.
And it has to touch a edge, right?
A edge. Oh, look. I have to show this to Ruth. Refresh your view of Camp Britain Island, Nova Scotia. That's where we went. A whole article. Oh. And that's where Ruth is. Ruth lives in that area. Well, it's got big letters, big pages of color, but I know there's an index in here. The index is never in the front of the magazine. It's like when you're halfway through the magazine there, the index shows up.
Well, they've gotten you to look at like 6 ads by that point. So
Yeah. Oh, here, look, I got 724. Woohoo! Look at that. And that's for perfume. Okay. So they're naming perfume after numbers. All right. So I've got 724. I'll take it all. Okay. And up against any edge. That's what he says. Pick an edge, any edge. So I think, I'm going to go over on this edge. Because I think the paint's dry enough. So here we go. 724. Everyone else you're all waiting on me? I'm sorry. I was going as fast as I could, really.
I took the easy way out. I took an alcohol marker.
Oh, okay. All right. Pick a chalk pastel. Draw on half of the remaining white area and rub it in with your fingers. See, I don't know what I think he just means kind of like smeared in this area. So if you have pastel, if you don't, smear crayon or maybe more pencil.
Oh, crap. Don't itch.
So then I need to cover the remaining little pieces that I left over.
Well, however you interpret it, however you want.
So just scribble on the other side
Yeah.
in the remaining areas.
Oh dear. Of course, I just put that box, the cover of the chalk in the paint. Just put that right in the paint. That's good. All right. Blue paint everywhere.
oh, razzle dazzle, just knocked everything on the floor.
So I have this box
I don't
of
have any chalk pastels, so.
I have mini pastels, finest pigment, very soft touch, brilliant colors. Which I never use. Let's see. How about a little?
It's a very sneezy morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Another color of
I just use white
pencil.
so it'll show on my black.
Oh, white would be great for your black. Yeah, that's true. And then rub it around. Smooth it out. It gets
It's
dirty.
actually mixing with my orange pencil.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
Well, actually, that's what's happened to me because now my orange has turned brown. That's not what I wanted, but I didn't know that. But apparently, orange and purple make brown. So I'm a great person of making a brown. But all right, those aren't that bad. I don't use these, but these aren't bad at all. They're not too chalky.
I found my sewing bohin chalk pencil.
There you go.
Yay, pastel.
Yeah, you can make you can draw a hemline.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. We good? Well, we're all getting there. We're good. The only thing I've ever done with this, have you ever taken a piece of paper and kind of torn, the ridges, and then you kind of put the pastel over that and take it away, and it looks like you have little mountain ranges. You do it like in layers. Kind of a cool technique for a card. Okay, the next prompt is tear out a figure from a magazine. Could be human or animal, and adhere it to your picture. Human or animal, anything, your choice. You notice he hasn't said anything about vocal. Vocal. I never can say that. Focal, not vocal. Vocal. A singing. There you go. A singing picture. A vocal point.
Just one picture, huh?
Correct. One picture. Do I want to go big? Do I want to go? I want to get up off my ass and get an animal. Ooh, that's an interesting picture. Ooh, there's money. So, ooh, oh, I love her. There we go. Ooh, sorry. She may be a little bit big, but I can cut her legs off. She doesn't need her legs.
She won't have a leg to stand on. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
That's a nice color. Yeah, she's going to have to lose her legs.
Andrea. Andrea says, and so many creations of her creations have been about what was within arm's reach because she couldn't be bothered to get off her butt.
Yes, sometimes that's the way I. Okay. Well, I'm only going to cut actually maybe from the knees down. I like the hat. See, the hat is what's got me. I like the hat. I don't know if I want her in the middle or not. I think I'll stick her over here. Maybe I could put her legs in another part of the. I was again watching Grey's Anatomy, and in this one, the kid has cancer, and they're gonna reconstruct his leg. They're gonna cut his leg off, turn it around, and turn his ankle into his kneecap. There you go.
Oh, that's a cool picture, Becky. What you got, Ann? You got a little girl sitting down? Or Mika?
Yeah.
Oh, she's cute. She's contemplating.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This lady's thinking, I'm sure nobody notices me in this hat. Okay. I woke up to the sound of a cat puking, which is a great sound to wake up.
I was greeted with tons of and woof, 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 and
Your new baby. Carol's got a new baby, everybody. His name is Rusty.
Yes.
Is he staying then?
So far, he's still here. He gets the option to come and go out of the garage, so he keeps coming back.
He's no fool.
Baby.
He's no fool.
And I knew we were supposed to get some kind of rain, so I took an old paint tray, the metal paint trays that we had, and then I took a rug and put in it, and then I put another little blanket in there, and then a nice little shirt, and then I stuffed a sock for it to sleep with, and it slept in its new little bed. So it's raised above the ground.
Oh,
No.
he's staying.
Damp or wet.
He's staying. He's staying.
He says, "Oh, yummy, more chicken."
He's feeding him. He's getting good eats, not that canned food. He's getting what the dogs eat.
It's a little red kitten that decided to show up on my doorstep.
It's a little orange tabby.
And it's so friendly. So
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah. And he's got fleas.
Well, he doesn't have fleas. No real fleas. They're just little white specks on them. But this is him.
Aww.
Aw.
And he's been named
Rusty.
Rusty. You never know that maybe your dogs won't eat him.
I wouldn't put it past Luna, but Loca was raised with cats, so she might get along with it.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, they're hearing the cat meow, right? So they know that there's.
Yeah. And then I get the once over when I come in. Let me tell you.
Oh, I
Let
bet.
me smell your hands. Where have you been?
Well, that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. There's different in smelling, you know, and maybe that's. Obviously, I would keep them separated for a while, but
Oh yeah.
like until Rusty's like full grown and about 8 or 9 pounds.
Enough to fight back.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Let's just say those little paws, those nails are deadly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because she's out there going like this on me, and it's like, ow.
Yeah. And those are they get
Getting acupuncture.
yep, it's like acupuncture. Yep. That's funny. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Select another tube of paint. Mix that color with a little black and white. Use the mixed paint to paint out the area around the remaining area of white on your paper. See, I always got confused with this one.
So all your scribbles.
Yeah, I guess just
I have nothing left.
That's because you didn't scribble. You were being too precise.
yeah. So I mean, I've got a little white in here. So basically, you're making a gray, right? Black, white.
And a
Black,
color.
white, and a color.
And a color, yes. You mix
Oh, right. You're gonna mix a color. Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
main color with white or black. Go sit down. Now. This is not for you.
Okay. I'm using gesso as my white.
Yes, it's a good idea. Ooh, good, because I have
That's
that.
what I'm using.
Yeah, well, it will have a bit more tooth to, adhere. So
I've got gesso.
there we go.
Black gesso is in the other room, which means, and I have to get up off my, and to walk into the other room to get the gesso.
And I will get a tiny bit.
But it doesn't really say the 3 have to be mixed together. You can mix your color with a little black, and you can mix your color with a little white, and end up with 2 different colors.
Yep.
That's true. I'll do that.
I gotta get all this water and paint.
I'm being a little different. I am using India ink in the gesso
Okay.
because that's what I have sitting right here.
No, you use what you have, so.
Will
Okay,
you
so
go sit down, Luna?
I've got some here.
All right. Here's my brand new gesso. That looks brown. That's interesting.
And
Ooh, I got a great color there.
So, Becky, what were you saying about the mixture?
You don't have to mix it all together. You can mix your color with white and then in another cup, mix it with black. And
Oh,
get,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
now the stupid wax paper stuck to my hand. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We could. Okay. My brush. There's a nice black gesso.
well,
That in there. Oh, that's a nice gesso. Ooh, I like that.
I think mine's
Decided
all
that from now on I'm going to buy smaller containers of stuff.
So it doesn't go bad.
It doesn't go bad. Yeah, I never really was paying, and then couldn't understand why people have little tiny containers of things, and you get the big container, it goes bad, then that's costing you money. You can't use it, right? I put my gesso in a honey bear. See? Oh, I love to hear the sound of that train.
Yeah, it's going across.
Yeah, sounds great though. That's a great sound. You can hear the trains here too when the windows are open.
Yeah, I've got windows open today, thankfully.
Oh, I'm jealous. I can't wait to open windows. It's going to be a while though. All right, so I'm using this as cardinal red as my color. Folk art. Trusted quality. Whatever that means. I guess you can trust them. All right, so I'm going to take a little black over here. And a little red. I'm just gonna, it's not very interesting at all. Okay. Just making some marks. Take some red. Put it over here. Take some white. I'm making a real mess. I'm making some pink now. And then mix all three together. Red, black, and white. I wonder why he wants you to do that. Boy, this is really, I screwed this up. I should have done a better mark making.
I did the black card stuff this time. I like it with the black card stuff.
I should have been more, I don't know, thoughtful. And just made like marks instead of this mess, but that's okay. When you go through that phase where you just don't think it's gonna work out. It's like a bunch of crazy birds flying.
Be right back.
Okay. But when he keeps on the remaining white area, and I forgot, I guess when he said scribble, he really meant scribble. So you had lots of white areas. Because mine was pretty filled in. I don't have as many white areas as I think He says, I don't want you to get too precise about any of these instructions. We are really just building the ground in order to create some layers.
Yep.
Yep. You did this before with us, right, Becky?
Yeah, this one was, that's what I had out earlier. Is this one is the one we did before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is the one I couldn't find to do the journal page. I mean, the journal for this project we've been doing together.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
looked and couldn't find it, and then it showed up after we'd already started. So
Yeah, I have mine from the first one we did. I did a second one. The first one I went crazy with making marks. I couldn't stop. So mine looks like it has the measles.
uh-oh.
Oh, good morning, Rebecca. I don't think I said hi to you. Thank you for being here. Carol back yet? No. Are we ready for the next one? I'll wait until Carol gets back. Guess I'll wait. Because we got plenty of time.
It's something.
Oh, crud. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, it'll be all right. Stuck a paintbrush in my glue pot.
Oh.
In my glue rinse brush. My glue brush thing in my jug.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I had puppies out.
Okay. Now. Oh, I like this one. Make sure you're all dry here. You ready?
Okay.
Squeeze a small amount of blue paint onto the heel of your hand. Then, without thinking about placement, bang your hand down onto your picture 3 times. 3 times. 1, 2, 3, or whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Blue paint.
Blue paint. I'm so glad I didn't use the navy blue on the last one. I can use it now. So, paint the palm of your hand. I should do my right hand.
Forgot that.
That's what I did. And then I just put 3 spots.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If I can get my glue out.
There.
There we go. Oh boy, I got a lot of paint. Well, it's going to be. Here we go. I'm so afraid.
Just smash it on.
Ah.
You killed her. Now you get to wipe it off.
Yeah, I got a big pile of it here.
Yeah, I've got a blob. Oh well.
I got dendritic printing.
Yeah, me too. I used with the
I
same.
should have used that part of my hand and I didn't, so I used the palm. Now clean up.
Done.
Already done.
Hi, Gail. Welcome back.
All right. I'm going to clean my hands a little, if you're able. I've got a little baby wipe here for a little. Because he doesn't tell you to clean up. I guess he assumes you will. I had trouble getting the blue paint out of that thingy. And of course, when it came out too much. I should have removed it. Oh my gosh. Now I have blue paint in my baby wipes. And blue fingernails. I'm going away for, Labor Day. And I wasn't sure whether I was supposed to go to my friend's house today or tomorrow. So I texted her yesterday and I said, "Oh, what can I bring for tomorrow?" And she said, "Well, it's Monday, but if you want to come for both days, you can." I said, "Nothing." I found out. Look, you wouldn't even know I was painting. I just have one blue fingernail. All right, are we all good?
Mhm.
Yeah?
I think so.
Mm.
I'm not sure. Is Carol still there or?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm good.
Okay.
You can always, if you're don't have a hair dryer, you can always take another sheet of paper and just gently put it over the top to lift off the heavy.
And blot it a little. Yeah, do a little blot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do a little blot with this.
Yeah. All right, the next one is tear a piece of tissue paper and paste it down onto your piece with matte medium. Then paint over the top of the tissue with more matte medium. When it dries, not only will it be stuck, but it will be sealed in so that you will be able to continue to work on top of it. He's acting like we don't know about tissue paper. We know our tissue paper.
Anywhere?
Well, I'm sorry, Mick Carroll.
Anywhere?
Yeah, it just says onto your piece with matte medium. Anywhere. And tissue paper. I don't know whether he wants, plain tissue paper, packaging tissue paper,
Whatever you have.
whatever you have. I have, and it's way up there. Oh, I can't. Do I have any down here? I had so much crap out yesterday. Oh, Lord. It was all over the floor. Took me about an hour to clean up. And you think I sorted any of that stuff? Hell no. I just shoved it back. Oh, man. The perfect opportunity. Absolutely perfect opportunity.
The box method, just dump it in there.
Do some sorting. And did I? Hell no, I did not. Oh, no, that's not. It's deli paper. I thought they had a piece of tissue paper in here. I even came across Mary's bird that she did. Mary painted this beautiful bird. I guess it was last year. And I made some copies of it for her because she doesn't have a printer or doesn't have one that's. She was going to mail them out as something or other, but something or other. Okay. I have a thing here that actually says tissue paper, bleeding tissue paper, no less.
Oh, bleeding. That'll be interesting.
Oh, I'm not going to use that, but that's fun stuff. Has anybody ever played with it?
Yeah, I have some. I think I sent some to Becky.
Yep.
That is fun.
I had that years upon years ago. Years ago.
Oh man, I rubbed too much. I'm through my tissue paper.
Texture.
Texture.
Yeah, there you go. Let's just seal it in.
Let's see. I need tissue paper in here. Oh, Lordy. I can't get at it. I'm too short. It's all on the bottom, of course, right? Well, I have tissue paper.
Becky sent me mushrooms, so I ripped out some mushrooms and put some of that next to
Mushrooms for what?
the tissue paper mushrooms.
That I sent her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's what Becky sent.
My mushrooms are all. I have the paper that the toilet tissue is wrapped in,
Well, there you go.
but that's not really tissue paper. 'Cause oh, I know I have tissue paper. Duh. Duh.
Yeah, you've got tons of Timmy's.
Oh, I never thought of using Timmy's. But I have Dollar Tree tissue paper that I use to collage on.
There you go.
That's what the Robin McClendon uses. I have it all cut up. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Take a piece. A piece. Okay, so I need a piece. And say how big. It says a piece. I think I'll stick that right here. Okay, and throw the rest of this on the floor. Throw it on the floor. Oh, I couldn't find my matte medium. There it is. Just throw stuff around. All right. So he wants us to put it on the bottom and then on the top to seal it, correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so here we go.
Hop on veneers.
Shut up.
Getting your new smile.
Hello.
Bad. You know when you're scrolling through looking at something and all of a sudden it goes, blah, blah, blah. I hate
Oh,
it.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're sitting somewhere quiet like a doctor's office.
Exactly.
Blooming ad goes crazy.
Notoriously, right? Yeah. Well, I was watching Joey, I'm going to call her Joey.
Joey.
Joy of life.
The Joy of Life, yes, that Joey. Oh, I forgot to put that. Oh, I put it down. So, Carol, you got you got a response from her, huh?
Yes, I did. She said it all looked like fun. Everybody had a good time, and so yeah, she lots of likes along the way from maybe where I tagged her, where I posted about her inspiration and her
That's
stream.
great. That's great. Well, I tagged Mike Deacon, but I didn't hear anything back from him. I didn't think I would.
I'm sorry I have to mute so much, but I'm just sneezing and sniffy.
Oh, that's okay.
Janet Baum, I love your sunflowers.
Yeah.
They're so pretty.
Oh, look at. I love sunflowers.
Gail says you might hear back from Mike. He takes a bit to reply.
Oh.
No, I have chronic allergies, Andrea. It just gets worse on some days.
Sure, it's not rusty.
It's possible.
Poor
And, and I do know when I get those little scratches from him that I do kind of break out. So it might be.
Oh, poor kitty.
Oh, don't blame
And
it on
the reason not coming into the house.
Well, I'm hoping I hope he becomes a mouser for you,
That would be nice.
and he earns his keep, so to speak. You know. Okay, I'm just hitting it with the heat gun a little bit. I don't. There, that's good enough. Is everybody ready for the next clue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quickly.
Oh no.
I know. Every time it says quickly, I think of Mieke. Quickly scan the newspapers looking for a map or diagram. Rip a corner section out of it and put it in one. What the hell was that? Did you hear that ding?
No.
Oh, there was a big ding here. I don't know what it was. No. Anyway, so quickly scan, look for a diagram or map, rip out a piece of it and put it in a corner of your picture. And then go back to the magazine and look for something unexpected and put it in the opposite corner of the map or diagram.
Something unexpected.
Yeah, I guess unexpected, that's your choice. What do you do? But first a map or diagram, and then something that's unexpected. I've got my unexpected, but I don't have my map or diagram.
Either on the map.
Oh, sometimes they have like an advertisement for a cruise or something. There might be a little tiny map. Here's a cruise thing, but they have no map. They just have two people sucking face. They usually have a map. No.
I had a flyer put in my mailbox of a, what was it again? Antwerp Marathon. So
Oh, that has a map.
yep, it has a map. Got a corner.
See, the unexpected. That's right. That's unexpected.
Plus, I'll just put on the thingy, the Antwerp logo. It's a very tiny logo, but that's the Antwerp logo.
That's good. What is that ding?
I don't know.
You can't hear that ding.
No,
No.
That is scary.
maybe it's all in your head.
Oh no, maybe it is, but it's really loud, and I don't know. It's like someone's messaging me, but I wouldn't.
Are
Oh,
you sure it isn't a fire alarm that battery is
oh
low?
no, I know what that sounds. Oh, it's my son. Okay, and the ding is from my phone from the message, and I had the volume up really high. There we go. Okay. Hey, Mom, do you want to play WoW today at 3?
There we go.
Yes. Oh, and it's amplified because of my earbuds are in, so it's super loud. So that explains that.
And the unexpected, where do you need to put the unexpected?
In the opposite corner.
Oh, okay.
I'm still looking for a darn map.
Yeah, I'm looking for a diagram or a map.
There we go. Done.
Diagram, a map. I guess
Oh,
there's always
What
ads
I did quickly.
for cruises. I picked like the magazines that I got out were not probably the best choice. Again, I could get up and get a map. A diagram's like
a picture, isn't it?
Yeah. It could be a pie chart or that's also
Yeah.
a diagram.
thinking anything.
You could draw one if you really don't find one.
Well, here's a map, but boy, is it tiny. Doesn't say anything about size. I think the last time I did it, there was an ad that had a globe, and I used the globe as the map. But this map is really tiny. Oh my gosh! But oh, you can even see it. Can you see it? Yeah, it's a little map.
Yeah, well, just stick it on there.
Yep, stick it on there now. Pocketbooks. These magazines, sometimes they have I know, I've been taking the inserts and throwing them out. But they have complete inserts of the cruises now in these magazines. But I've thrown those out because I get so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that they would stop sending you their catalogs if you don't book a cruise.
Yeah, but they want to tempt you.
I know, but I get one about once a week, and they're gorgeous. Because I just, they said if you want a catalog, email them, so I did. And all right. All right, so for my unexpected, it's going to be unexpected. Okay, fine.
I got something.
There's my unexpected. Oh, you know what? It could be a diagram? A QR code, right?
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, because that's kind of a 21st century diagram. I got QR codes.
Rebecca, the instructions are actually from a book called The Trickster Hat.
Yes.
Something?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Trickster's Hat by Nick Bantock
Yes.
in chapter 5.
Yes.
Something unexpected in the opposite corner, huh?
Correct.
Well, we're getting a Zyrtec allergy med for one corner. And then I'll do something unexpected in the other corner. I actually have some things cut out. I never have the map situation. I guess I need to get Scott to drive to the border of the state and go stop in the Welcome Center. And
That's an idea, isn't it?
Yeah. You get some good stuff there.
get
Well, I
lots
was
of things.
traveling with my son. We went from Maine to New Hampshire to Massachusetts, and we stopped, and I got these. But those were cute.
Ooh.
What would be unexpected? Carla the banana, Red Jim, mangoes. All
And the
right.
only one of us that's been successful at the quickly is Mieke.
I know. Yeah, she's sitting there going, "Come on, ladies, what's your problem?"
You don't know why you're taking so long.
Yeah. We don't have a marathon running.
No.
I think I'm going to do this. I think this is kind of cool. It's a transparent pepper. Like a red pepper. It's very pretty. I'll put that. Oh, I know what I could put in the other corner. Unexpected.
That's
Her
right.
legs. I'll give her legs back. There you go, honey. You're getting your legs back. Unexpectedly. Bet you she didn't expect to get her legs back. Ow. That hurt. That was my shoulder. Whoa. right. There you go. You get your feet back. Come down a little bit. You're not getting all your legs back. You're getting parts of your legs back. All right, here we go. All right, trim it off. Okay. I'm not happy with my map, but it's what I got. And the QR code. All right, I'll trim up the map. Are you, everybody waiting on me? The map kind of blends in because I have blue map color. Okay. Is everybody else done, I guess?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay. So we've done those two. We got the map and then we quickly scanned and found something unexpected. Not really, but we did that. Now, by now the picture may be feeling messy. You think? Messy is okay. We are just developing the necessary layers. Find a largest letter, alphabet, not male, meaning a letter, like a male letter. Cut it in half and add it to your picture so that the two cut sections are butted against different edges.
Okay.
Got it? Big letter, cut in half, one side, or one side. Biggest letter you can find.
I'll be just creative and make it myself.
Big letters. I got lots of big letters, so I'm going to be good. Just a minute. Oh, look at this. Woo. Fendi. Oh, I thought that was a map, but it's not. It's a painting. Oh no, that's not a map. I got really excited because it's the same ad that company that had the globe. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got Fendi. Look at all these big letters. It's amazing when you cut a letter in half, you can't really recognize it. Oh, didn't you have a Q, Carol?
Yeah, from the quilter's book.
Yeah, that was awesome. That looked so great. A big Q.
So now I have an F.
Yeah, okay. I have an F too, but I think I'll cut an N in half. Let's see what that looks like. N, get that out of the way.
And put them on opposite sides.
Yes, he says butted against different edges. So I don't know.
And how are you supposed to cut it in half? In which half?
That's up to you.
That's up to you. Just cut a letter in half. He doesn't say whether you cut them in half vertically or horizontally. That's another artistic decision that you can make.
Alrighty.
Boy, my camera's really tripping out over something. I bet it's the barcode. I bet it's this.
Oh, I bet it's probably going.
No, this keeps. Oh well.
Okay.
Maybe it's the sun coming in too much. Sorry, Tippy. I'm gonna put you behind the curtain, buddy.
Oh no. Tippy is.
Behind curtain number 1.
I cut my N in half and now oh, there it is. I thought I'd lost my
Oh.
other. What's the other side of it? I'll stick that over here. Okay.
I was wondering how Carol was going to cut the F in half because it could come apart into 3 parts.
Yeah. I just did a little tiny sliver of the body.
Oh, to hold it. Yeah. There you go.
Because I have an F2 and I was thinking the same way. I figured, I don't know how.
Just left a little tiny sliver,
Mm-hmm.
and then I put the other part over on the other side.
Cool beans.
All right. All right.
Janet, they do sound familiar because we did this before.
Yeah, we did this several months ago.
Yeah. But we had so much fun, we had to do it again.
And Carol and I did it on our own, just the two of us. And then we did it in a stream.
Yeah.
And then we decided, Carol's. And when we're done, I'll show you mine. I'll make Carol big so you can see hers from before when we're done here. Okay. Now stop. Stop. In the name of love. Stop. He has that in big capital letters. Look at what you've done so far. Push any judgment from your mind. Just absorb what's there without taking critical responsibility.
That ain't mine.
Yeah, that ain't mine. That's right. I didn't do that. I didn't make that mess. Wait until you see an area that you'd like to add to or change. Ignore the voice that says all of it. I want to change all of it. You have now reached phase 2. Again, don't overthink it. Try to accept what is already there and react to it. If you truly have no idea what to do next, then quickly rip little sections from different pages of magazines and attach them, covering the parts of the picture you considered most muddy or confusing. Keep working, push yourself forward, even if you feel lost. Trust your instincts. Logic won't help you here. So that's what we're supposed to do for the next 20 minutes. Now, I don't think we can do that for the next 20 minutes, but if you've been working side by side with another person, talk to each other about what you see and what you experience during the exercise. So if we could do that. Carol, let's see yours. So I'm going to, if I make myself.
Yeah, the one with the two little ones.
No, the next one. I got it. I know. All right. Now here, and I can drag you.
Yep.
Here. All right. Oh, wow. So, are you going to change anything?
Yeah, I'm going to add a few more mushrooms.
Oh, yes. That's a good idea. Yeah.
I'm going to add some more mushrooms.
Okay.
Tissue paper.
All right.
That was my unexpected, but I forgot to put it up higher. So there's my diagram, my splats of blue, which is gesso and ink.
Okay.
And then I had her fussy cut out of the Mother Goose book, and this was cut out of the Mother Goose book.
Oh, okay.
Advertising, my letter F on both sides. This is my red square, or my red triangle, because
wow, look at that. That is so awesome. All right.
So, and then that's where I am.
All righty. And add more mushrooms.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. Let's get Becky. Becky.
Well, I think mine needs more red. And he said to rip things out of a magazine to put in there.
Okay. I like it though. Oh, is that? Oh, you cut a W in half.
Yeah.
Gives you 2 V's. Ah, brilliant. So you're going to put the red in the down here, the red triangle?
No, I'm going to try to balance it out, spread some red around the page. And doggone it, now I find a map.
Oh, look at that. Oh, dear.
You can always add it.
Yeah, you can add it. You could actually just glue it accidentally over the QR code. Whoops.
Yep.
I
So
like
that's
it.
all I'm going to do is add some more red.
Okay. All righty. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, Mika.
Yes. This is what I have so far.
Oh, that looks very nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing a person here. I tried to go over it with a Posca marker, but this is a metallic one, so it doesn't work that well. I'm probably going to be using a permanent one
Okay.
to make that person come out. And it's like he's leaning on one of the dots. That's fine. I'll probably add maybe some clouds. I've got some clouds in collage that I remember seeing. So maybe he's going to be lying on clouds. I'm going to push back the little thing here because it works on my nerves.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to play a bit with stuff.
Okay, sounds good. Excellent. Good idea. And I go here. And let's see when I go back here.
And then drag you over so we can see yours.
Oh, mine's a mess. Mine is a mess. Well, we're all a mess. And I don't like what I did over here. I scribbled, and then when I did the blots, I don't like the blots. I'd like to clean that up. I'd like to make more like mark making stuff. So I might do a stencil over this to kind of push this to the back, and maybe do some gesso and push this back to the back, and then do a stencil type of thing. Maybe a little stencil or a stamp over here.
Yes, you are.
So that's where I'm at. Okay. So that's what I think I'm going to do. And then we can come back and check after a couple of minutes, if that's okay with you ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take some gesso first. I'll push all of this back. Push it back, way back. Push it back, way back.
It's in football mode.
Yes. That's right. Football season starting soon.
Oh, it started here yesterday. First South Carolina Gamecock game was yesterday here in town. And oh my God, the traffic.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, we had, college football started.
Yeah.
I'm not a college football fan.
I'm not a football fan, period.
Right.
We don't do sports in this house.
I do a lot. But I used to love, I never got into college football. And then when I moved south,
Oh, it's crazy.
it's so big down. It's so big in the south, But it's totally different mindset. Especially in Florida, you're either a Gator fan or a Seminole fan.
Yeah. Here it's Gamecocks or Tigers.
And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. And so half the school were Gators, and the other half were Seminoles. And I could never get them straight. I could never remember which one was the University of Florida and which one was Florida State. So I finally figured it out. Florida State has an S in it, and the Seminoles have an S in it. So the Seminoles are from Florida State, and then the others are the Gators from the University of Florida. Those are big schools, and those stadiums hold like 90 to 100,000 people. It's insane. And those tickets, I guess students get free tickets, and then they can do whatever they want with them. They can sell them, or some interesting kind of little ticket economy that's going on there. But I'm not really college I'm in a football pool at school, even though I'm not at school anymore. But and it's just straight up, betting on who wins. It's not, spreads or over and under all that complicated stuff. You just tick off a box who you think's going to win. And whoever gets the most wins that pool. It's $55 for the year, for the whole year. I'm looking for a particular brush, but I can't. So I will use this brush. This brush. I got brushes when I bought my gouache. Lily, I'm not feeding you, dear. Get lost. Get off my chair. There's not room for both of our fat asses, just mine. Okay. So I think I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna. Do I have any black gesso left? Let's see. Try it. Let me see. How about something like this? Meditated, carefully placed.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary Lou.
Mary, Monkey Mary, and Mary Lou.
Hi.
Okay. Oh, there it is. We are finishing up a Nick Bantock exercise in his book. And some of these things, these challenges he has is like create a world, and draw a map of your world, and then describe, the economy of your world. It's very complicated. I'm going to make little marks. I like that. Little marks here. Maybe some down here. And then, let's see.
I hear a noise. Do you hear a noise like a TV or something?
The TV?
Yeah, kind of like a TV.
Scott's listening to something in the room on the other side of the wall.
Hearing something.
Oh, I thought maybe the dogs were watching some show.
No, I have the TV off.
Yeah, I don't want to get carried away like I did the last time.
Are there more prompts?
I don't think so. Let me read. All right.
I was
Yeah,
just
we
wondering.
need to know before we put anything more on.
Yeah. It says, let me finish with reading what he says. Give yourself about 20 minutes to work on the page. If you truly have no idea what to do, then start sticking down pieces of magazine. Keep working. Push yourself forward, even if you feel lost. Trust your instinct. Okay. When 20 minutes is up, lean your piece against the wall and look at it. If you've been working side by side with another person, talk to each other about what you see and what you experienced during the exercise. Well, we kind of did that. Now, if you decided to go on to phase 3, work with a friend, this we can't do, which would be really cool. If we were working side by side in the same room, we would swap papers.
Yeah.
Which would be fun. And then, we would work, you would work on your partner's paper, which would be kind of cool. When you finally come to a halt, take your work somewhere else Let's see. After you spend 30 minutes working on it with your partner, switch back. If it doesn't matter if you like or dislike what your partner has done, work into your old picture. Look for sections you quite like, reshaping the parts that work least. Spending at least another 30 minutes painting, collaging, and experimenting. So I think we're done other than what we're doing to it at this
Yeah,
point.
so just adding whatever we want now.
Okay.
Now, when you're putting this stuff down, you don't really have, he doesn't talk about a vocal point. But I guess for me, that becomes her, because how could she not be the focal point? Because she's so big, you know. Oh, I shouldn't be big. How do I? Oh, I need to go back to be big. There. I'm sorry. So, and I don't know whether I want to add any more. Maybe some red. Well, I was going to add stamps, wasn't I? Because you think about it, we've got matte medium, we've got tissue paper, we've got various colors of paint. What else would you normally, you get in those things that have, we have pastels. We've got a little bit of everything. That balances that. That balances that. I'm not a real good balancer. That's why I lose myself. All right, let's get some stamps out. Some stamps.
Gesso, Monkey Mary, is like a primer for acrylic paint.
Isn't it made up of crushed something else? You've got it there.
Preparation. It's like a primer, but you can mix it with other things.
Ooh, maybe a border. What do you think? I don't
You
know.
can use it anyway. You could use gesso as a way to push back items or to prime it before you put anything on. You could use it just as paint. It's a versatile product. And I'm sorry, I'm really sniffy.
I have to laugh when that you can buy colored gesso. Why wouldn't you just make your own? Why would you go out and buy? Like,
Except for black gesso.
right, what? But I mean, why would you go out and buy, like, I don't know, green gesso or
No, I wouldn't.
No.
I mean, you can even add watercolor, like liquid watercolor. Add a few
Yes.
drops.
And ink, right?
Yep. Even
You got-
pastels. I even did pastels with gesso.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the dry pastel. Oh no,
Yeah, you can use the dry pastels.
really?
Scrape it.
Yeah.
You just scrape it and then lay down the pastel and then add the gesso.
Yeah,
and mix it
or just,
together?
you do with the pastel, right? You do something with the pastel and then you go over it with gesso, or you do it the other way around. When your gesso is still wet, use a cloth where there's some pastel on it and start rubbing. It's
Oh,
nice for
okay.
background.
I never would think that's cool.
I've tried all sorts of stuff when I didn't have a lot of supplies.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to, I don't know who I was listening to, but they were saying they're probably one of the most important supplies. If you can't buy much, I mean, gesso goes a long way because it can be used in so many different ways. You know, you can
Ooh,
really,
yeah.
you can get a lot of use out of them. All right, let's see. How about, oh, I'll use these stamps because these are always fun. Oh, no. Okay. All righty, let's see. I inked up my ink pads. That's always a good thing to have. I'm using, this is Tim Holtz, and I was enabled by Colleen to buy these. It's called the Mini Media Marks. And I really enjoy this group of stamps. I use it quite a lot. They're just like, they're fun. And then some of them are like doodles that I would doodle. You know, like I like this doodle here. I do this doodle a lot. So I'm going to stick that like right here. I didn't get that down too good. Stick one over here. My book is kind of very roly-poly. I don't know about you guys, but my book is far from flat. It's kind of because I have a button in the back of it, button closure.
Ah.
Mhm.
And it's,
Yeah, I used my stuff mostly on the cover, so my cover suddenly got very thick.
I don't have any. What are some ideas for the front page? I don't have anything here. What are you putting here?
I
I
will
was
put
gonna write
a like sort of.
I'm going to do an index title page.
Okay, an index title page. Okay, alrighty.
I'm going to give myself a permission slip.
The mission slip.
Yep, a permission slip that I can do in the book whatever I want, and I will
Oh,
not judge it.
oh, that's a great idea. So you're going to make up a little permission slip.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I usually do that with all my journals. Written or art journal, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. That's a great idea. I should have taken a pad of permission slips from school when I left school. Never thought of it. That would have been cool. Because we had, the printed out ones, kids need permission slips to go
Oh yeah.
anywhere they.
Maybe you can find something on the internet to print off.
Oh, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have put that. That would have given her boobs. Oh well. All right. I didn't want to do that. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Okay. I think I am. Oh, I got these little things. I like these little things. This is fun stamps. I need something right here. Okay. All righty. How we doing, ladies?
Doing okay.
Putting mushrooms together? See if I can get this right here.
what I got so far.
Let me make you big. Let me do this. Do one more round, and then maybe we can go and show our, do a flip of our books. Where are you? There you are. Oh, lovely. Oh, that book, right? That hand and book weren't there before, were they?
Nope, I added that.
That looks great. That's a super picture. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm going to take a good picture of this before I put it in the book.
Oh, where? Oh, it's not in the book. It's just on two pieces of black. Oh, okay.
Yep, and then I will put it in the book. And while I'm here, I'll show. This is my book.
Yes.
I don't know, my lighting is really bad right now. And this is my first page, and I'll make a pocket for this, which I've got some with all the episodes listed in it. This is our prompt page that we did. The prompts on your channel. This is episode 2.
Excellent.
Episode 3 was on my channel, and it was our trendy papers.
Mm-hmm.
This is episode 4. This was on your channel, and it was a Mike Deacon technique. This one is Cat Hand's mixed medium morsels that she did with her childhood theme.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing on cards.
Excellent.
This one is our tiles, and I have to finish up putting my tiles in my book yet. So I'm going to make belly bands, I think, 2 black out of cardstock, black
Mhm.
bands to put over those.
Yeah.
That's my background.
Very cool.
This one, I'm going to add this in as a background for my other tile and add some other stuff because this one didn't fit on there. So this one actually got 4 pages worth of stuff.
Okay. All right. That works.
Here, this is where Nick Bantock's going to go. And I'm going to paint around the edges of my book with gold. And then I'm going to use and I'm not sure if I'm going to use a blue or a black to go over it to give it the accent
Okay.
around the edges. And then my
Yeah.
pages
Mm-hmm.
will sit here with my black and gold border going around it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Understood. Gotcha.
So I did it as one sheet, but I separated it to be able to go into my book.
Okay. Excellent. All righty.
So that was our finale. Thanks for all the fun, Ann. We had a great time.
Yeah. Yeah. And where are we going?
Let's move on.
Becky, can you show us your book?
Everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Mieke. I'm sorry. I'll come back to Mieke.
Oh. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Here comes Becky.
All
Okay.
right. So here's today's page.
Ooh, I love it.
That's cool. I like the red accent.
And I'm going to
Yes.
add some more white in the background up here.
Oh, I love it.
So, and then it'll get cut in half, maybe more, and put in my book. And this is my book, and it does have a belly band with some wore out elastic in it, which I might have to replace that. So this will be my page where I just put that it was a project worked with Ann and Carol and Mieke and me in here.
Mhm.
Of course,
Okay.
there's going to be more pages. And then I have wax paper in here to keep them from sticking. This was our first page.
And that
then
was
we
just our
did
inspiration by
this one.
prompters. Oh, I love that when you cut that up. Yeah. that's-
Yeah, and this was a big jelly print, but I printed it off smaller And then this was printed at regular size, and then I cut it out and I cut it up and put it on. This was our what was it? Art.
Yeah, faux art, right?
And this was a Monet painting.
Mhm.
And then here's our thing with cat hand. So I did these two.
I love that little handle you have on them, so you can pull them out of the pockets. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's just half a circle.
And that page is awesome with the silhouettes and the black. That just looks so stunning.
And then the tiles. And then this page, we did the stuff yesterday, envelopes.
Right.
And I have other envelopes that'll go here. My problem with this is this pocket is so blooming tight, I can't really get anything in there.
Oh, yeah.
So I might make a tag and slip it in there or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
There's a spot here I could do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then today we'll go here and I'll put a black background down like I do.
Okay.
And then we'll pop this up and then put it in kind of at another collage type thing. So I'll turn her into tiles is what I'm saying. So
Okay.
it will be a held together thing.
Okay.
So that's
No.
it.
Well, the lines, you just do those black lines in with a ruler, right, to neaten it up a little bit.
No, that's freehand.
Freehand, okay. But the lines were kind of that kind of really changed the whole composition when you added those lines.
Well, there's lines in the bottom.
Oh, okay. I see those. Okay, that was
I'm
the
giving
black
the
gesso.
lines
Gotcha. All right, I didn't.
Fill in the green.
Okay, gotcha. All right,
That's
very
all.
nice. Mieke, are you ready to show and tell?
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Thank you, Becky.
Yep.
Hi. All right. So as you can see, I went back further in for some extra color because it's like almost like the colors of my tiles. This will go over it eventually. Oh,
Okay.
no, to give it a bit more dimension stuff. My book. It's very tiny. It's an A6. It has one of the cards in there. I taped it shut because I don't want it falling out, just in case. And I still need to work. You know, I need to put something over here. Not sure what yet, but
Okay.
we'll figure it out. It's actually attached
So
to
cute.
here, the cover. So this, I still need to. I want to put something here. Not sure what yet.
Okay.
I'll get there eventually. Then we have one of the envelopes. I had to cut it down a little on the sides so it could fit the cover of my book, and I taped it, and I'm gonna put something over here. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe some stamps. One of my cards is in here.
Okay, one of your art tiles.
Lord mouse.
Yeah. It's adorable.
Mm-hmm. And we close that, and we have a pocket behind here.
Yeah.
Where my stuff is not in order, so everything is just the way that I felt I wanted to do it.
Right.
This is the art card, the mixed media morsel from Cat Hand. I put that one right here behind. It was just a perfect spot for it, so it was like just put it down there.
Uh-huh.
Then we have this one. Normally I could flap it open, but I was like, yeah, but what the hell am I going to put behind here? So for the moment I closed it. I taped it shut. I can reopen it if I want to.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So this is the part of the envelope that we did yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So I've got 2 pockets for my art tiles. And then this is one of the envelopes that I made also yesterday. I actually made a mistake with cutting out the little thingy here. So instead of, throwing the envelope away, what I did was I flipped the cover inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I just put this thing. It's more like a pocket now instead of an envelope.
Okay, yeah, that works. That works. Yeah.
This one is also one of the envelopes. Of course, still needs to be, completed further.
Mhm.
This one is the Make-A-Wish tile. Yay!
Yay.
And flipping it back in, which could also close, but might be another pocket because the V is sticking out, or maybe I'll add some washi tape. I'm not sure yet. This
Okay.
flips open, and then we have this one, which is also one of the tiles. You are loved.
Oh, those are sweet with the little teddy bear.
So that's that one. And what I can do, if I close that, I can actually flip it open again.
Ah, there you go. Ava would
So
be
I have
proud.
something
Yep.
here.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And then we go. This was the Deacon inspired one, but mine is one of those little cute bears. Not
Okay.
finished yet. It's not
Okay.
finished yet. But yeah. And if I want to, I can still put something inside here if I really
Oh,
want
that's
to.
good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is
Great.
actually on the ugly first front page. So
Okay.
I might actually put my, my permission slip over here. So it's also a bit of, a bit dimensional, or I could put it like behind here or something,
Have a lot of options. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This was the Franken paper, but it's not finished yet
Okay. All righty.
because I wasn't there during the episode.
Okay. Gotcha. Right. Understood.
So I did some stuff, and then I painted something here because I disliked the wrapping paper, and and then I made a moon here, and it just goes from there.
Okay. Super. Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Excellent. All right. We all did some very different and fun things. Our books are all varied in size, and which I think is a lot of fun too. And mine is my cover. This is wrapping paper from Miss Lena Lennox. She sent us, and so I use that as my cover. And then again, this is some digi download paper from Mike Deacon. And I think I'm going to do the same thing that Carol and Becky is going to be an index and maybe a little statement about, the episodes and the idea. And the first one was, we were inspired by people who do prompts. So this was a 6-prompt challenge that we did. This was my jelly plate. The best of my jelly plate was this. And then we did the Franken paper. And what I like to do the best is really to make master boards or whatever you want to call them. So this was mine. And I made a copy of it and glued it in here. And of course, this can be torn up. I made other copies of it. You can tear it up and use it for bits and pieces. This is my faux art. I did the Scream. And then I started gluing down jelly papers that we made when we did a jelly plate printing episode. And we started making pockets. And here are some of my tiles. And this was half of, well, I can't get that out. No, where is it? Oh, it's this way. This was half of the envelope that Joey did, and I went rogue according to Carol. And so she goes in there, and this one goes in here. And then I just watercolored this page, and this is Cat Hand, and her prompt for her card was childhood, and this was on a playing card. And this was the other half of that envelope. And I just made that a flip out. And there is the Rolex card. And something can go here. And then yesterday I had an empty tissue box. And I took the top of the tissue box, cut it up, took another side of the tissue box, and used it as cover. And it has that plastic top cover for tissues. And I just turned that into a clear pocket. And so there's another one of my art tiles and another art tile here in the back. I also jelly plated some coffee paper, and I folded that in a triangle and made the corner pocket. And I used my sewing machine and stitched that in. And then that became a pocket over here. And then I made another one of Jolie's folders, and I didn't go rogue. I followed the directions. So she had a closure, and it opens like so, and then it opens like so, and then here's some more pockets for another art tile and another art tile here, and that kind of close up and goes like so, and that kind of is going to live here up in this corner. And then I made a transparent pocket using acetate. This is a transparent pocket with stamps of mine, and another art tile is going to go in here, and that'll get glued down here. I made a library style pocket, and another, I had a lot of these, so I've got these to put in, and then I have one last art tile that is this way, so that's probably going to sit here. And this is today. Mine is in the book already. And so and this is in today. I might do something to bring out her face. Well, I guess the glare is what you can't see. So that's it. And that was our adventure into our little series of Inspired By. So
I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. We had fun. We had fun.
I liked seeing everybody's stuff that they were posting in your group.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice.
Yep. And so I'm sure you're inspired by many people too. So maybe one day you don't know what to do, just think about who you're inspired by and then sit down and be inspired and create. So I want to thank Carol, obviously, and Becky and Mieke for being here every week. So we did this, the whole month, didn't we, Carol?
Yeah, the whole month.
That's right. 8 episodes. Yep.
Yeah. And we've got something else in the works, but I think it'll be a little bit of a different workings. It won't be every week. I think we're going to do just one week of a special, and that way we can continue on with our other projects as well that you can see.
Yes. Yep. I know Carol wants to do some sewing. I want to do some slow stitching. I want to catch up in my my scroll.
So I have that for next Saturday. I'm going to do some slow stitching and catch up on my August and September.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's about it. And then we'll have, we'll keep you apprised of what's coming up next. And we've talked about doing something that Becky came up with called Flashback, which I think could be a lot of fun. Flashback either to our earlier work, because many of you have been on line for a long time, or maybe flashback to an older piece of work by a YouTube artist. Like the art tiles that we did, they came from Joggles, but a Joggles YouTube that was published 6 years ago. So that's a flashback, a 6-year-old process. And I hadn't seen them done recently, at least. So that's what so that's another interpretation of what a flashback could be. So we're thinking about that. We've been talking about that too. So,
and you can continue on in this book, right? If you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, it's a nice size. It's not too big. It's not too small. When it gets too big, I get intimidated. I don't know about you, but I do.
That's what mine's gonna look like once it's in the book.
I like small. Whoops. Let me bring you over here. Yeah.
So I got my gold around the edges.
Excellent.
And each one fits in, and that's how it's going to look.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a good day, and enjoy Labor Day. Have a nice Labor Day weekend, or what's left of it. And there won't be any mail tomorrow, so don't be looking for the mailman. Take care, everybody, and thanks again for being here and following us. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
sharing the links, Janet.